and to make sure. Hello, my friends. I hope that our stream has started, and today I will share my experience how to redesign a really ugly dashboard to nice dashboard, and highlight some peaks and trips and general rules of dashboard design and composition. So while you are connecting, in the first comment to our stream, I've put a link to our source file, and you may work with me, repeat all my actions, or right now, or when you will look this recording. So let's start. And I will show this source dashboard and take a tour about data. This case is based on our real sales data. We have monthly dates, the end of each month, and we have some online products. In my case, there are names of online courses: Power BI Basic, presentations, HR analytics, quick starts, dirty data, advanced business intelligence, and others. And we have set of metrics: sales actual, expenses actuals, sales target, and promotional budget. So expenses, so it's a limit, and it's expenses actual, and the number of leads. Payments means orders, and we already have pre-calculated metrics: target versus actual sales, expenses, and return of investments, like proportion between sales and expenses. So I will not pay attention to any measures, to any calculation, because we will focus on the visualization. So with all the data, all the needed data in this flat table. So single table, we don't need to build any model, and it's a real example. One of my customer really developed this dashboard and tried to use something more than boring slides, and tried to show more data, more charts, but we see that it looks messy, and really I can't make any insight from this dashboard. And let's enlarge and try to explore this data. So I have this stacked bar chart. Let's zoom it in. So per each month, I have this sales volume of each product. I may select this category in my legend, and it would be not bad if we will use it as a single chart on a single slide. But we have it as a small part of this dashboard, and really I see this these teeny stripes colored, but I don't understand the proportion. Really, I see this peak in November. That's all. And the same way, I have a pie chart, and in this view, it looks good. I see that half of my sales comes to advanced Power BI, quarter for quick start, and I have these small courses which have about 6, 5, 4% of my sales. But this structure looks good for single screen. But here again, I don't understand at a glance what is a yellow sector, purple sector. And when I start clicking, what I see the same yellow stripe highlighted here, but it's not zooming because I can't understand what's the dynamics of sales of this product. Really, I can't highlight my largest product, which has half of my sales. And here I see some peaks, but not even for the next product, because it starts not from the zero. It's flowing somewhere in the sky. And it's a common mistake when we use cross filtration in a highlight mode, not filtering. What I mean, again, for the below, when I select any product, I see the same bar highlighted for the next chart, but I want to compare they together for my product, my sales, my expenses, and make some conclusions. But here I don't have any conclusion. I have too much charts, and I see that they have duplication. They duplicate each other, and we will fix it. Once some of my students solved this task and suggested their options, and we will explore their dashboards and discuss pros and cons, and also discuss how to improve them. So the same data, let's start from this dashboard. The same data, and what's good? I have totals, my profit, my return of investments, ROI, payments, sales, and this gauge works as the progress bar, because I have my sales target at the end of this arc, and my progress. And the same way for expenses, but my expenses budget was exceeded, but here I don't see how much is it exceeded, because I reached the end of my arc. And when I select any product, I can see these details, this dynamic of sales, of expenses, and this chart. But this clustered bar chart is still overwhelmed, because here we have here too many blocks. This is the same trouble that we had here, but in general it is the right direction, because we have totals, our cards with key indicators, and we use our cross filtration approach. When I select, I have my product here, but I should I should remove my product from this chart, and it will work better. Really, now I can highlight any product and see these details. And the next step, how to improve it, to turn the filtration mode, I go to the format, edit interactions, and my default style is filtering, is highlighting, sorry, this icon, but I will switch it to filter. And now again, filter. And now when I select any small product, really I can zoom in these dynamics, not in front of total as here, but this focused value, and really I can compare this sales and goal. That's about interaction mode. And I have the similar dashboard, but what's improved here, I have not just a small table as here, but I have visualization in this table, and my conditional formatting approach. For this column I have bars, so it looks really like a bar chart, and here I have my calculated ROI, and really I see that this product performs well. It has sales 2,500 of $1,000 and the good ROI. The next product performs worse because my target for ROI is 4 points, and the same way for other products. This approach works better than this small table, because we have significant information here. So let's try to combine these approaches and redesign this ugly dashboard, and make it visible, make it readable. Let's start. The first point, we need to distribute our visuals into 3 information levels. So we have first level for totals, for indicators, second for visuals, and third for detailed informations, row tables, and not so significant information. And I will start from putting down all these visuals and providing space for my totals, and go to my visualizations, and what I'm interested in, my sales actual, and I will display it not as a single bar, but just as a KPI card. 6.67 thousand. It means I have 6 billion, and let's adjust this card. What I want to do, I want to add some so because I have not so many free space, I want to decrease this giant total value, call out value not 45, 30 is enough, and display units not in I'm back. Sorry for this interruption. And let's continue. I'll share my screen. So I stopped at this point when I have designed this single value card. I have sales actual, and I may add my value. I may duplicate this card and change this value. For example, I will, instead my sales actual, I will display my expenses actual. And I'm interested in such indicator as my ROI. But for ROI, I need to display average, not sum. And it's the difference between sales and expenses. And for callout value, I will display my decimal units, and I see that this relation between sales and actual is 4.8, and my indicator, my metric is, so if my ROI is higher than 4, it's good. From 4 to 3, it's so-so, and less than 3, it's bad. For example, I have product with ROI 9, 4, 1.5, it's too bad, not so good, not so bad. And I want to add conditional formatting for this indicator, and I go to my field. I will edit just ROI and add conditional formatting for this field. Okay, I will adjust it later. Not for the field, for callout, for color here. And I will use not gradient, but rule, and not sum, but average of ROI. And if value is larger or equal than 4 and less than maximum, it will be green color. Here I don't have green, but I will set this color green. Next rule, if my value is larger than 3 and less than 4, it would be yellow. And next rule, if my ROI is more than minimum and less than 3, it would be red. This bloody red. And let's apply it. Here I have that my total performs well. Here my product performs bad, or in any month I have different values for my ROI. And I have a space for another metric. Let's edit my, for example, cost per lead, or number. Do I have my cost per lead? My deviations. Okay, let's add here my number of leads, and later I will add some calculations. But what's important, I have added my total values and my first level of my indicators. And of course, I need to add a title for my report. I will call it Online Sales Report. Enlarge it and put it on top. Here I may use some buttons, navigation panel on top, but we need to always provide this space. And let's go to my visuals. What I have here, this clustered bar chart, and I want to remove this product from my legend, and now really I make it visible. And when I select any product, I will see its dynamics. It's my first step. And here I have the same categories, products again, and I don't need to visualize all these bars. I want to compare together my sales, actual indicators, and really I will use a table instead of bar chart. I will remove this data. I will switch my bar chart into simple table, and I will visualize this table. So I have sales actual, sales target, and also I have my relation target versus fact sales and the percentage, not sum but average. Yes, and it's my execution of my sale. And let's enlarge this table and go to the table formatting. The first point is style. Default style looks like Excel spreadsheet, and my recommendation is always to use minimal style. It looks better. There are more air, more space between these rows, and also I will go to my values and try to enlarge them from 10 even to 11. But I have scroll. I will spread it until I see this scroll, and also I will reduce space for this bar chart. Now it looks better, and I want to add my conditional formatting for sales actual. Sales actual, conditional formatting, data bars. And my sales, I will display green for my sales and red for my expenses. So my positive bar, I will go back and select any green. Okay. But what I see when I have my value in front of dark green, it's hard to read. And again, I will go back and edit my conditional formatting. data bars, and change this color for light gray, light green. Okay, and now there is no conflict between color of text and color of this background. And really, when I have my target execution, my indicator, and my sales, I don't need to display my sales target, really. It's enough to see my target execution. I may remove this table, sales target. I will shorten my, just display that it's percentage, and add my conditional, again, conditional formatting to this font color, average, and add my rule, and I will use simple rule. If my value is larger than 1, so 1 it means 100% as a number, and less than maximum, it's green. Again, go to my green palette. And next rule, if it's less, if it's more than 0 and less than 1, it's red. Okay. Something gone wrong. Let's check it. For my percentage, font color, my rules. Oh, not sum, sorry, average. Always average. Number. Let's check number everywhere. Number, if we're more than 1 and less than minimum, and it's more than minimum, less than 1. Okay. Now it's correct. And I see, especially here, that I have my significant sales, but my goal is not achieved. But small product, HR Analytics has achieved its goal or presentations. And the same way, okay, I really want to enlarge this table from 11 to 12. Provide more space for these bars. And I want to add my expenses here. I go back to my fields. I have expenses actual, and I want to display expenses with conditional formatting, data bars, and use red, but light red color for my expenses. And add my relationships between target and fact. Display it as a rim. Average. Leave it just sign as percentage, and apply my conditional formatting for my font color. The same rule, but rule summarization average. But I will use opposite approach, because if my budget was exceeded, it's bad. It will be red, and if I have my economy, it's good. So if my value is more than 1 and less than maximum, it would be red. And new rule, if my value is less than 1 number and if it's more than minimum and less than 1, it would be green. Okay, let's check it. Yes. So, and now I can compare. So here I have economy, but for the quick start, I have my budget exceeded, and it's not so good. So that's how we combined this data together instead of 2 bar charts conflicting with each other. And really we have this table, but it looks clear. Let's add some, let's polish titles or column headers. I will also enlarge them and add light blue background, but not so dark. I'll go to more colors and use this light blue background and use bold text for bold style for my titles. That's how I improved this data, and really I don't need this bar chart, this pie chart, because I see this data in a table and I have visualization to understand which product has most value. And I will delete it. And let's improve my bar chart. The key approach that I want to set up my filtering instead of highlighting. So I select my table, and from my table to bar chart, I use filtering mode. Here I see the dynamics of each product. I can understand these trends. And next, second click, clear this filter. I finished to edit this interaction. But when I use it from bar chart to table, there's only one option of filtering. There's no highlight mode, so I leave it the same way. And the next point, I have my dynamics of my sales, product sales, not product, but my leads and my orders, my payments. But really this ROI, so what I forget to do before, here I have just my sales actual, but I want to add a target there. Sales actual, sales target. I add this indicator, but I need to use not clustered by chart, but not stacked, but clustered. But I don't want to use twice, to use this bar twice per each month. I want to use these approaches here when I have bar for actual and I have line as my border for my plan. And I will switch it to class combine chart and move my target to line axis, and now it looks better. Also, what I want to improve, I already display my data labels, and I don't need to display my axis. I go to my format and I turn off the y-axis, and also I will turn off the title. But for my titles, sometimes it's hard to define which title, which data label I see, and I will put my data labels for my actual, put them inside position, inside center. That's how it looks. And change my color for white, and I will don't use my background. That's how it looks. And enlarge all this data series to 12. And for my values for 11. And for my target, sales target, I will change position above, and apply the same dark blue color. I hope it's better, and that's how it displayed for my chart. Sales actual, sales target. And what we have else here, we have, let's compare to my other ideas. Yes, there's dynamics for product, dynamics for sales and expenses. Let's use this approach. So what I want to display is this dynamics between leads and payments. I want to remove my ROI. And another one idea that I'm able to copy and paste my formatting, and now I display all the data labels. I removed all the unnecessary axes, and make my chart clear. And even I removed all the duplications, and really I have more space for another visuals, but really I already displayed everything what I needed to display. I may add, for example, my chart with ROI, put it above, and display dynamics of my ROI indicator instead of, and display it as an average value, and display my expenses here. And yes, I will add my expenses actual, and display it as a column, and use red color because I have this coding through all the report. And I want to set my colors, columns, color red, this bloody red. And here I need to use my positive green color. My positive green color for my sales. Negative. Okay, I will apply this formatting again, but not with green, but with red color. And ROI, I will display, I will leave this color. So that's my improvements for this report. Also, I will, so my data labels haven't applied here. And also I will put them inside. Let's go back to my data labels. Apply for expenses actual and put them position inside center, white color with no background. Make it, but for my ROI, I will increase my density 100%, position above, and maybe make it less, and add 1 decimal place as I see it here. That's how I fixed it. And the final step, what I want to do to improve my titles. All the titles built automatically from names of my values, and it's like a robot language. And I will edit all the titles. So that's my sales dynamics. Versus target. Okay, I will say just sales dynamics. Here my expenses dynamics. And ROI. I will remove this label average, and leads and payments by date. Okay, the same style leads and payments dynamics. And let's save this dashboard as with new name, improve, and compare. I will open our initial dashboard. It takes some time. So I applied a simple approach. So it may be more creative, more infographical, but let's start from the simple techniques and apply these techniques. Let's compare. There's a PowerPoint approach with stacked bar charts, with information which duplicates each other, and makes all it messy. And here we have a clear, simple dashboard where we have interactive approach of cross filtration. Oh, I forget to set this like my filtration instead of highlighting for the expenses. Go back again to edit interactions and make filter. And now I see this dynamics of each indicator. And I leave this mode. So that's our learnings from this lesson. I hope it was useful for you. Let me check any comments. Okay, 1 second. Okay, yes, so now I don't see any questions. And let's finish. I hope that you will apply this technique and you will make your data speak. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and let's stay in touch. Goodbye.